Hey everyone, Julian here, and today I'm going to be telling you about how to find samples for house music. I get a ton of questions about this because I've used samples a lot in my videos, so people always want to know, like, where do you find your samples? Where do I go to start looking for samples? Just all kinds of stuff like that. So I want to just make a dedicated video about it, and in the end, I'm going to talk about something really helpful that I think we can all use to help us all find samples together. So start off with, I've gone on YouTube here, and I've literally just typed in the words house samples into the search bar, and already I got 3 playlists and then a bunch of these like top 10 samples type of videos. So what's useful about these playlists is I'm going to click on this one. As you can see, this has like 298 videos in it, and these are all like pretty unknown samples. And so what's useful about this is you have all these cool samples in one place, and honestly it's kind of easier than like looking through records because you just have all these cool, yeah, they're all just in one place. Now what's also useful here is when you go through the recommended videos with these, I'll just click on a random one of these. You'll find probably a bunch of other stuff that's very similar to whatever kind of track you're looking for, just because you're already on something that's kind of in that vibe. So, like, this is a really good way to do it. If you use playlists and recommended videos through YouTube, you'll probably find something because YouTube is not completely endless or completely infinite by definition, but it kind of is infinite because, like, there's just so much stuff on there that you're guaranteed to find at least something if you search for long enough. And I think this is a problem like a lot of people have when they search through like different records and stuff and like sampling CDs and tapes even. It's like, okay, once you get to the end of the record and you don't find a sample, that's it. You got to go on to the next one. But with YouTube, again, because there's just so much stuff and so many different varieties of things, like, it's really kind of endless, and you're guaranteed to find something if you search for long enough. So I'll test this again. Let's type in cool samples. And so here we go. Even with this one, there's like even more playlists. You can see there's a ton of them, and again, more of those kind of like top samples type of videos. But like, okay, let's click on this one, for example. Here we go. We have a bunch of songs, 204 songs in this playlist. And on top of that, if we scroll down, there's a bunch of other stuff kind of in the same vibe that you can go through and hopefully find something. So again, I really think YouTube is kind of like the best way to find samples. It's just definitely like very, very much a good way to do it. Now, another thing I want to talk about is this video. For this video, I've actually teamed up with Metapop. And if you don't know what Metapop is, they're essentially this platform. It's owned by Native Instruments, and they have 2 things. They have essentially these remix contests, so you can go through, or producer competitions, as some of these are, and you just go through, download the stems, and they have a bunch of different, things that you can do. And then they also have these groups, which, if you're familiar with Discord, it's kind of similar to Discord, where it's like these groups, and then inside of them, they have different topics. And then all the members of the groups can, talk about them and do all that kind of stuff. So what I've done is I've gone in here and I've created a group. I've titled it Julian Earl Production Group. Very, very creative, I know. And I've created a bunch of different topics. So I've got a feedback. I've got this group feedback, which for some reason I can't get that to delete. I keep trying to delete this group. And it just keeps coming back. There's a general one. There's a non-music discussion. There's tracks for stream critique, which I'm going to get into in a second as well. And then this sample share and discussion. So I've created this sample share and discussion topic exactly or precisely for this reason. Essentially, when you guys find cool samples or when you guys find like cool playlists of samples, you can all just put them in here. And what we'll do is kind of like by doing this, if a lot of people do it, or even if enough people do it a lot, it'll create like this kind of library of samples. So then when you want to look for a sample, you don't have to go on YouTube even and dig through there. You can just go through and like, oh, I got this cool sample that I know somebody put in here the other day that I was listening to, I want to play with, all that kind of stuff. You can even share, like, if you make a cool kick sample or like something like that, you can even share it in here. There's, you can attach files. So it's a very useful kind of way to do it. And what I've actually done here is there's this Google Drive link. I've included a free sample pack for joining this. So if you join Metapop and then join the group, you can come in and get this sample pack. You may be able to if you don't, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure you got to join to get this. And yeah, it's just a sample pack with a little bit of drums that you get for coming in here. And I've shared a sample in here as well, this one that I found on YouTube. just to sort of get the conversation started. So yeah, check that out. There's also this tracks for stream critiques. So if you guys who watch my stream know, but if you guys don't watch my stream, you don't know, but I do critiques on there. So like people send in tracks and I listen to them and we all sort of talk about them as a group and try to help everybody out. So what I'm going to be doing now is I'm actually going to be doing that through here. I used to have an email that people could email me at with the links, but I'm just going to be doing them on this topic now. So look out for that if you watch the streams as well. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about a cool way to find samples and then talk about Metapop a little bit. So make sure to go on there and join and get that sample pack and start chatting with everybody, and we can have a cool little group going. So that's going to be it for today, guys. Make sure to let me know what you think in the comments, and make sure to like this video and subscribe, and maybe even share the video if it helped you out. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with another tutorial.